I was so satisfied with the hotspot that I got, and I ordered a new one, but not a finished assembly one, just the MMDVM board itself, because I have a Raspberry Pi in my drawer here. I really wanted to try building my own hotspot, but there are some problems already. This is a Raspberry Pi 2, like getting a Raspberry Pi 4, which is really expensive today, so I don't have that. But I do have a card. I have a Raspberry Pi 2, and I also have a Wi-Fi module on USB. And but the big advantage this time is that I have a Ethernet port, which is great, and that's what I'm going to try to do now. And the module is actually quite simple. It is has, but I can already see some problem with the 4 pins here. So what I will do, because I'll show you what to do. So basically the hat is going on top. This is how you do it, as far as I've been seeing online. But the problem is the 4 pins here that is touching the lower pins. So what I will do is basically just use a plier and just cut off the excess length on the pins that I don't need. Because it's better to cut off them here than on the board, because I really want to keep the Raspberry Pi potential for other projects if this is not working. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
One eternity later.
Okay, I found some pliers, and I took and cut off the pin there, as you see, so it won't short the pins on the Raspberry Pi. Those one I cut away was actually for the monitor that came with. You can purchase the hat module without the screen, but I like to see what's going on into this brain here. So what next? Well, basically is to take the memory card and put Pi-Star on it. I will download Pi-Star version 4, and we will try to see how it goes. I never tested it, so this might be a failed video, but if it is failed for me, it will be a success for you guys, because you will learn that you cannot use a Raspberry Pi 2 on as a hotspot, MMDVM hotspot, basically.
This is actually a quite interesting video. For me, it will be an interesting video because I'm actually building a Pi-Star system literally from scratch here. I do have the Raspberry Pi connected not via wireless interface but Ethernet, because wireless USB dongle it wouldn't work. So yeah, it is that. But that was actually quite interesting. Um, what I did was because I need something so I can see what IP address it has. So I connected the Raspberry Pi to an HDMI monitor, so I can just grab the IP address from there. It's actually quite easy. Then I went on my local network and I punched in the DHCP address. It will be a different address, of course, for security reason. Then I went to configure, and it is a Raspberry Pi, so it's actually quite slow compared to a Raspberry Pi 0W or even a Raspberry Pi 4. But as far as I see, this actually works with a Raspberry Pi 2, which is quite interesting. There is a shortage of Raspberry Pis out there, so you kind of like have to use what you got. And I got 2 Raspberry Pi 1 and I got 2 Raspberry Pi, 1 Raspberry Pi 2. Raspberry Pi 1 will probably be just a very, oh, how to explain it, a very slow, if not possible to use. Okay, so what I will do is basically just I'll try figure out everything, how this stuff is working. So
2 hours later.
okay, so I've been through some a lot of settings here, and I've been doing some testing, and I can call out the parrot, and then I actually know that when you can call out the parrot, it is actually working. So right now the radio is actually just listening on the frequency 433.650, transmit and receive it. I don't run any split or anything like that. And I can confirm that everything is working. I can go into the system. I haven't got the display to work yet on it, but I have to figure out how that is working. But other than that, it looks like everything is working. There were some extra settings for DMR, like a DMR plus master or anything like that. I just don't know how that is working. But the DMR ESSC ID 2420363960 and I know that one is working because I can go over to my radioid.net and I can detect the Brandmeister device ID, so I know it is communicating to Brandmeister, which is actually quite cool here. Yeah, so the system is working. I'm not taking it through wireless network. It is working on Ethernet. Maybe I could hold up the device.
1 eternity later.
Alright, let's see if I can show this to the camera. It's I'll have to do some stuff here, but I think you can see it here. It works on Ethernet and the power jack. That should be everything that I need. That's my Facebook. So as far as I understand, I can just bring the device to me, to my dad, and just plug and pray. Hopefully, pray, and the system should work immediately, pretty much. And so yes, can you use this hat on top here, the MMDVM GPIO hat board on a Raspberry Pi 2? Yes, you can, but beware that the Raspberry Pi 2 is a little bit slower than Raspberry Pi 0W. So just have a little bit patience when you're writing new configuration to it. Just have a little bit patient, and you should be fine. Alright, so I think we should stop the episode here. You know what to do if you like the episode, or just a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It will definitely help. And with that, Lima Bravo 6 Quebec Juliet is signing off. This frequency is available. Bye bye.